All right, Black Power is the general Rasul Seti, and I'm black at y'all ass again with this fucking talk. Y'all know what it is, KingSeti.com online marketplace, official General Rasul Seti DVDs, t-shirts, hoodies, comedic jewelry, African jewelry. Go check me out, KingSeti.com. Be amazed. You feel me? Patreon, General Rasul Seti got a boatload of fly lectures on Patreon this month and next month. You see what I'm saying? So if you want the exclusive General Rasul Seti live stream, check me out. Become a patron, General Rasul Seti today. All the descriptions, the links are in the description. Check me out. And to my family out there, you know what I'm saying? General Seti.com, Seti University, over 600 videos on that site right now, growing every day. You understand what I'm saying? A treasure chest of African wisdom and knowledge presented by General Rasul Seti. You can't get it nowhere else. You understand what I'm saying? When you want to be, you understand, invigorated in your black power, then you go on generalseti.com, Seti University, motherfucker be binging. Nigga like Black Power Netflix. So check me out, family. Nah, today, you know, this month and next month is heavy months. You know what I'm saying? Because I know, you know, the holiday niggas. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't wait. You understand? You Black Power one day and then you trick or treat the next motherfucking day. You understand what I'm saying? This is how your niggas is. You fickle-minded niggas. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to spoil the motherfucking parade today. Yes, I do. I started to come on yesterday, but, you know, I was working on the other sites and shit. And you know what I'm saying? But I knew, you know, many of y'all niggas out there, y'all, you know, today is the, what they call Day of the Dead and shit, and this, that, and the third, and, you know, it go on into tomorrow. So I figure, I say these niggas will be fucking with the dead for a few days. So, you know what I'm saying? I hit them tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it's very, you know, I had to bring you in the weakest, you know, you in the weakest time of the year, especially in this northern hemisphere. You see what I'm saying? You know, the sun is less, is less, you know, light and more darkness. You know what I'm saying? And so in that, you know how, when it get dark, you know, these motherfucking scavengers and shit, they come out. They be lurking behind every tree. You understand? Lurking behind every corner. So you got to keep your eyes out. You know, these demons, the walking dead. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, today we're going to deal with, you know, Halloween or Samhaim or what they call the Day of the Dead. You understand what I'm saying? Which we're going to, you know, come all the way from the Roman, you know, the Roman Empire. You know, what they call Lumeria. I got on y'all niggas the other day when I got on the concept of Lumeria. And I say, well, goddamn, that's the Day of the Dead. You know what I'm saying? In Rome. And malevolent. You understand? I don't want no motherfucker talking, oh, I'm worshiping my goddamn, my African ancestors. Y'all want to niggify everything. See, I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm not gonna let you get away with that. Let me get my firepower up here. Well, this was actually in 2018, you know, but we're talking about autumn or the fall, what they call the fall of the sun. You see what I'm saying? Fall of the sun. And after what they call the autumn or the fall equinox, then it is the nights are longer than the day. You see what I'm saying? That's the fall of the sun. And then as it creeps in the winter, you understand the sun is at its weakest in the hemisphere. So you niggas is in the dead of winter. Listen to that, dead of winter. Because every goddamn thing is dead. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, the Wiccans, or what they call the pagans, you understand what I'm saying? And that was, you know, all the, you know, the northern Caucasoids that were not affiliated with Catholicism, those were the pagans. And so in the pagan, you could call them the Vikings and this, that, and the third, they didn't have the spiritual priests or priestess like African people have. They don't have that. They have witches. Witches and warlocks. You see what I'm saying? And so I don't want people to become confused because niggas try to niggify everything. You understand what I'm saying? Even the term Norn, N-O-R-N, the Norns or the Fates. In Greek mythology, they were called the Fates. But in the Nordic or the Viking mythology, psychology, they call them the Norns. And Norns are synonymous with witches, okay? And so they don't have no problem stating that. You know what I'm saying? So when you're talking about North and you're dealing with Norn, when you talk about North, that term itself designate the witches from the North. You understand? A race of witches. That's what it really boiled down to. And they don't have no problem in stating that. You see what I'm saying? They don't have no problem. That's why you see in the modern time, they didn't revive. They ain't revived nothing because they ain't really never gave it up. You know what I'm saying? The Catholic beat on them for a while and they went underground. But they've always been here with their sick practices. So you see, and I could have updated it, but it don't make too much difference. It might be a day off. So the thing is that I want family to understand about this time, which we're gonna deal. They call it a veil, and we'll deal with that veil. And you understand what I'm saying? They say the portal, the gate between the dead and the living is at the thinnest around this time. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's easier for, ghosts and spirits to cross over into this world around this time. And during what we call the fall and winter. You understand what I'm saying? These is a thin veil at this time. You know what I'm saying? So during the cold season, them motherfuckers stayed in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Because there's so much shit lurking. And so, when we look at, and I will be dealing with the Halloween Christmas connection, you know what I'm saying, after this, to show you that when you're dealing with European holidays, all them motherfuckers is basically the same. You understand what little shit you call Christmas and shit? That's some little wash. But when you go up under it and look at the real practices, it's hard to tell goddamn Christmas from Halloween and Thanksgiving and all that shit when you get at the root of it. You see what I'm saying? When you get at the root of it and you go into medieval periods, you understand what I'm saying? All of that, the basis of all them holidays is Saturnalia. You understand? Which come up out of Rome, which is a pornographic, sick. You understand? You know what I'm saying? The same thing you niggas see in goddamn spring break and shit and Mardi Gras. Another one, and niggas got mad because I got on, but I'm gonna stay on you niggas. Never coming up off of you niggas, not for 1 second. So that's really the basis of all this. And see, the thing is why I bring this up, and it must be stated in hardcore facts, because this is the meter. Holidays is truly the meter to judge, that white people use to judge whether they niggas is still in line or not. Because number one, it's a spiritual gauge. You understand what I'm saying? A religion gauge to make sure you niggas still worship the white man. And then it's an economic gauge. You understand? To make sure that y'all ready to bring every fucking coin that you got to the feet of the white man so you can stay impoverished and stay in slavery, and then got enough nerve to beg about some motherfucking we need reparations. Bitch, you start with these goddamn holidays. Because majority of motherfuckers, right around this time, the billions that they spend, you understand, between these holidays. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all to, I want y'all to study this because it's clear that there is a very powerful ritual going on. How is it that, Halloween, which is, the holy day from hell, and then 3 days later, then you have your motherfucking, your presidential election 3 days later. And that's just like they said, Jesus descended in hell, and 3 days later, he resurrected from hell. You understand? That's the Antichrist. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a ritual being performed 3 days later from the holy day from hell. They about to inaugurate the new Antichrist. And any motherfucker step up in that position is the Antichrist. And so, goddamn it, a lot of people is confused. They cheerleading for these beasts. You understand what I'm saying? Why they performing these worldwide rituals. Let's deal with some critical things when we deal with this. Now we talking about that technically, if you want to deal and be technical, that there are no major holidays in summer. It's really no major holidays in summer. You got, I think, you got Father's Day maybe in June, this, that, and the third. But you know what I'm saying? When you're talking about the major religious holidays, they have no major religious holidays in the summer, not one. You see, the majority of the top holidays are in the fall and in the winter, and that's for a specific reason, because these is not just yesterday holidays, or you know what I'm saying, which y'all not dealing with, you know what I'm saying, which takes it back to their Nordic root. You understand what I'm saying? When you're dealing with the holidays that fall in fall of what? Fall of the sun. When the days become darker and less sun is visible to the eye. You see what I'm saying? It's colder. You understand? Death is upon the northern realms. You see what I'm saying? The trees is dying. The vegetation is dying. So when you talk about the major holidays, especially with that cash flow, Halloween is in the top 5. Thanksgiving, maybe no, Thanksgiving, 1 or 2. You understand what I'm saying? Christmas, right up there, 1 or 2. Then you got New Year's. Then you got Valentine's Day falling in February. You got St. Patrick's Day, and motherfuckers don't know St. Patrick's Day been moved up on the list. You understand, as far as what, motherfuckers spend money and this, that, and the third, and then you got Mardi Gras, and then you got the bootleg nigger Christmas, what they call Kwanzaa, a goddamn harvest, a fucking harvest holiday in the dead of winter. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have no respect for that. You understand what I'm saying? When you talking, I don't have no respect for that. You're not going to be in the dead of winter celebrating no goddamn harvest holiday. You understand? We got to correlate with reality, and to come right behind the white man Christmas. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of planning that motherfucker in totality, that's weak. You understand what I'm saying? That's weak. And so you can like it or love it. I don't give a goddamn. And so, those are the holidays that, fall, in what we call autumn or fall, and you understand, and in the winter. Now, the thing is, let me come down. Let me get my bearing right quick, because I'm about to start firing off. Y'all know and another one is Black Friday. That motherfucker November 27th. You understand what I'm saying? Black Friday, to make sure every nigga out there gonna spend every fucking dollar he got. You understand what I'm saying? Getting TVs, go out there to the goddamn Best Buy, Walmart, or get coronavirus, trying to get a goddamn Xbox and all this kind of shit. You understand? But you niggas talking about reparation. You're marching all over the goddamn country, but then you go spend your money with the beast. He beating you like goddamn it's 1777, and you motherfuckers spending y'all money. So we not serious about, straightening out this situation. You understand? We're not serious about that because these are the major gauges right around this time. You understand what I'm saying? Because the majority of motherfuckers, if they start in the winter and fall, that really take a nigga into the next year on his knees. Goddamn it, because if you spending for goddamn Christmas, Thanksgiving, and motherfucker, you don't need the rest of the months to try to get back up on your goddamn feet. You understand what I'm saying? Because you going to be in a goddamn deficit buying that shit the motherfucking kids gonna tear up in 2 goddamn days anyway. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna tear that shit up. So, and it ain't, you talking about, the Chinese and rich and them motherfuckers, because a lot of that shit coming from China and shit and this, that, and the third. So we not serious about no goddamn liberation. You understand what I'm saying? We're not serious about no goddamn liberation. And so let me get my bearings so I can cut right on. I don't want to cut into the Christmas aspect. Now, here we go. Now, the thing is, you understand, what's the day? The day is the 1st. So the day is All Saints Day. You understand what I'm saying? All Saints Day is today. You understand what I'm saying? November 1st. Tomorrow is All Souls Day if I believe, the Catholic Church. You see what I'm saying? And so, at first it was to supplant Lumeria, which was a festival in ancient Rome, which would have been May 13th, okay, which was Lumeria. And so these is, on this day, the malevolent goddamn spirits would come to the earth. So they would, try to appease these spirits by pouring milk and, on the graves and shit and this, that, and the third. So, in order for, to usurp, because that's what the Catholics do. They usurp your shit by leaving a little, aspect of it there. You know what I'm saying? And then, adding the Catholic, veil on top of it. So it's easier for the people to convert. You see what I'm saying? So Lumeria was the night of the living dead. You see what I'm saying? And later on, it did what it was supposed to do to supplant Lumeria, and they would later use, because All Saints Day was May 13th, I believe, into 609 AD, if I'm not mistaken, or that's when they actually converted Lumeria. You understand what I'm saying? To All Souls Day. But eventually they would move it to supplant Samhaim. You understand what I'm saying? Which fell October the 31st. So they moved All Saints Day from May 13th to November 1st to supplant, you know what I'm saying, Samhaim. And so Samhain later became what they call Hallow Eve or Halloween. And Hallow means holy. So right there, you motherfuckers talking about Halloween, and motherfuckers don't understand that Hallow means holy. And then you got all these motherfuckers walking around with these sick ass masks and shit on. And motherfucker, what is holy? This is what I'm not understanding. What is holy about this day? Just like when you read in the Bible, holy be thy name, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. You see what I'm saying? So nigga, I see a lot of people have niggified the concept, saying we from Africa. Okay, we ain't got no business niggifying nothing. We original. You understand what I'm saying? We need to go, our holiday should be in the sun. You understand? It should be venerating, the sun, and because that's the supreme deity. Ra was the supreme deity. Nothing is done in the winter. And that just show you that we totally out of our environment, and we'll do anything. You understand what I'm saying? To nigga, and that's what I say about the operating system. You know, the operating system dictate the language of the programs that you try to download on it. We don't have a black power operating system. You know, like Windows or what they call OMS or OS, or they call it Lion on Apple, Mac. They call it Lion Leopard. That's the operating system. We don't have a black power operating system. It's a white power operating system with a black power program that's been reconfigured to upload on a white power operating system. And this is a prime example when niggas niggify, instead of trying to supplant this shit, this garbage, because when you supplant the holidays, you season, you making an economic revolt. You're making a spiritual revolt at the same time. You know, so that's very serious when you do that. You're spiritually and economically, politically. That's, when you uproot the holiday. So I'm knowing you niggas out there marching and protesting. I catch any of you motherfuckers at Best Buy and all that shit. Bitch, I'm putting the goddamn spotlight on your ass. Because you're not going to be revolting shit and talking this, and you tired of these crackers shooting our people down, and you go out there and spend all your money, and you the first niggas at the door, bum rush the goddamn door as soon as it opens to run in there and spend every goddamn coin that you got with this man. No, this is not reality. You see what I'm saying? So here we talking about the veil is thinning. It says October is known as the month when the veil between the spirit and the earthly realm are at their thinnest. It is the best time to commune with the dead. You understand? The October full moon and Samhaim, when the veil is at its thinnest, you can literally feel the change in energy in the air. If you sense a presence behind you, it's not your imagination. So you see what I'm saying? So, this is a time where, and the thing is, I want to be clear. I ain't got, I love my ancestors and that's real talk. But, I don't want to see no motherfucking spirits, you know what I'm saying? Popping up no goddamn where. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. I don't want, I want to talk to the ancestors. But if I hear some goddamn doors creaking and shit, no, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So you better watch what the fuck you calling on. I talk to you. You understand what I'm saying? And we know, but I don't want that. If it's at the thinnest, what you fucking call through, nigga, you gonna get. So you better be very, very careful of what you speak into goddamn reality. You know what I'm saying? At this time. If you're going to call somebody, call some goddamn Nat Turners and, you know what I'm saying, some goddamn Ramesses II and shit, if you're going to call somebody. But I don't intertwine African spirituality with these, with these beasts. Our ancestors is in Africa. Goddamn, you calling motherfuckers here from this northern region, you might be calling some of the most wicked motherfuckers on the planet and shit. You know what I'm saying? So be very, very careful. You see, now Lumeria was a feast in the religion of ancient Rome, during which the Romans performed rites to exercise the malevolent. That's very clear. See what I'm saying? So, I want y'all to, and this is what the Catholic Church usurp. And so this is where they get the saints and shit, and they all in the cemetery. That's some of their ancient Roman practices. You see what I'm saying? All Souls Day, where they all in the cemetery lighting up candles and shit. And we got our, we do our thing. But goddamn it, listen here, you got your own original concepts. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why you niggas can't get up out, because you have co-opted everything and you have blurred the line between what's African and what's European. And then give them the right to come and usurp our shit and do what the hell they want to with our African culture. You understand what I'm saying? So when we talking about Lumeria was the feast in the religion of ancient Rome, during which the Romans performed rites to exercise the malevolent and fearful ghosts of the dead from their homes. Okay, so we clear where the original source of all these religions, even Samhaim. You see what I'm saying? The unwholesome spectres of the restless dead, the Lemures, were propagated with offerings of beings. Okay, so then this is what, and many times they will pour milk on the grave. So they offer beings to, as a offering to, let them be. So we understanding what's happening. So that was at first what the Catholics or the Christians did to co-opt Lemuria. But then they used that same method. They moved All Saints Day from May 13th to November 1st. You understand what I'm saying? All Saints Day co-opted Roman festival of Lemuria. And that was in 609. All right. 609, Lemuria was transformed to All Saints Day. Moved to November 1st to drain the life out of Samhaim, which is the pagan, the veil, a harvest day. You understand what I'm saying? A harvest day, which Pomona, the goddess Pomona, the Roman goddess Pomona, who was the goddess of orchards. You understand what I'm saying? Fruits. And this is where you're going to see they get the bobbing of the apple, where they go bob for the apple. That's in veneration of the Roman goddess Pomona, which we're going to deal with. Now, Lemuria, again, dating back to the founding of Rome. You see what I'm saying? Let me bring that up even a little bit. Okay? In the 8th century, this festival was celebrated at night on the 9th, 11th, and 13th of May. It featured rituals to drive out unwelcome spirits from home. So I don't want motherfucker to try to clean up no bullshit. So you say the day, you know what I'm saying? And so all this shit that you said, the Day of the Dead and all of that shit, and All Souls Day, All Saints Day, all of that shit is from Lemuria, which come out of Rome. Okay? It's just like Saturnalia, one of their other days. You understand what I'm saying? When you look at Christmas and you look at all these sick, sexually deviant ass holidays, that shit come out of Saturnalia or the Bacchanalia. Okay? Many scholars regard Lemuria as the true origin of All Saints Day. Okay, which was initially celebrated on May 13th in the 7th century CE, Common Era, or AC after the cracker, BC before the cracker, AC after the cracker. But was moved to November 1st in the 8th century, and that was to knock what you call Samhain. And so again, I'm reading again, Lemuria festival is a festival of the dead. It was held on May the 9th, 11th, and 13th. On the nights of the festivals, the dead ancestor ghosts Lemuria would visit their relatives. Okay, some people think the festival started as a way of showing what Romulus did to his brother Remulus. But that's, we know he murdered his brother. You understand? To assume power. And it became the first king of Rome. Okay? Now, you got All Souls Day. Now, All Souls Day is November the 2nd, which is tomorrow. So they added on the day. The Catholics added on the day. But then, the unholy motherfuckers, which they all is unholy, added another day going the opposite, what we call October the 30th, which they call Devil's Night. You understand what I'm saying? So you see the balance. See, one add and the other add. You see what I'm saying? So all four of them days, is on and is a part of some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They all are in some mystical, malevolent, unholy practices during these times. And then you dressing your babies up as demons and ghouls and goblins and wonder why they out here shooting each other when they get grown. Because y'all out in here confusing their minds and shit. If you are the gods, then you raise your children as if they are the gods and goddesses. You don't raise them to be no goddamn ghouls and goblins and goddamn Frankensteins and vampires and got them out here blood dripping all down their mouth and shit. And you got these crazy ass motherfuckers out here doing shit to the candy and shit like this. You understand? And you go and you look up on the goddamn internet, they got more goddamn horror flicks than any other kind of goddamn flick. You know, I try, you know, I don't consume my mind with every blue moon. You know, I watch one and then I say, no, man, you know, this shit right here, it get too wild to where you know, I go on a diet, a fast to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's just that they don't, no positivity for the movie, you know, all horror shit. You know what I'm saying? So All Souls Day is a church holiday designed to commemorate loved ones who have died. So you got the ones with the saints, and then you got one with the souls, and that's every day. You know, that's the average, you know, individual, you know, and then you got your saint. Different branches of the church have varying histories with All Souls Day. So you see them out there, they done put flowers all over, you know, and this, that, and the third, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, I'm all right. You know, every blue moon we go out and we put something, clean the grave up and the third, but you know, I don't personally, you know, indulge in that, you know, like, you know, other people do. Especially when I'm looking at, don't mean I don't love my ancestors no damn less. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna be creeping through no goddamn cemetery for long. I'm gonna go early in the day, show some love, and then I'm getting the hell on up out of there. You understand what I'm saying? It's because I done been in some goddamn cemeteries, especially them old ones and shit. What, you know, they got a lot of mausoleums and shit. And the first thing I think about is them goddamn Dracula movies and shit and all, and the goddamn fog and shit. That motherfucker fogging up on your ass. I ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and so you see here, you know, and they put all type of lights in, you know what I'm saying? And in retrospect, it might not seem like nothing is wrong, but that's why I took you to the root. You understand what I'm saying? If you go to the foundation of a thing, you know what it is. You understand? Don't try to put no sugar on shit and deal. It was malevolent spirits. You understand that they were dealing with, you know, from the very jump. And so they usurped it, and now you didn't put some crosses in on it, this, that, and the third. But the true one, and it shows in Halloween, that was the original practice. You understand? You're trying to Christianize it, but the original practice is what you see in Halloween. That's the original practice, because, you know, they would put masks on at Christmas. You know, that's why, you know, I had to show the connection between Halloween and Christmas, because they did all their holidays. They would dress up, put masks on of evil goddamn, you know, beings and shit. And these are the older practices. You know, you got Krampus Day, you know, where you got the evil demon, Christmas demon Krampus, and then you got all these wicked ass Christmas witches. You understand? Frau Archer, you know, the disemboweler, where she catch little children and pulled it down, intestines out. This shit predated the damn Christian shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and they still have holidays to this. So I don't want nobody to be confused about none of it. You know, I take it to the bare root, so you know what you're dealing with. And so again, you see here, you know, they come out and they put their little candles out here and shit. But go back, you know what I'm saying? Who are these people? You know, are they trying to keep them in the ground? You don't know what's going on. You understand? Because this is the things that they would do early on. They would put these trying to appease the malevolent spirits. And so many of them now on All Souls Day, now you know who they praying for? These are spirits in purgatory. You understand what I'm saying? Now that's another key thing, that these spirits are in purgatory. So they would, what they would do, you could go to during the early, so-called, I guess, the early All Souls Day from the 8th century on up. You understand what I'm saying? People would knock on, and they believe this is where they get trick-or-treating from. They would knock on the door and they would give them like little cakes and shit. And if they give you a cake, then you got to go and pray, you understand, for these souls, particular souls. And they say if you get enough prayers, for a soul, then it would be released and it could go into heaven. So you got to understand that purgatory is not hell, but God damn it, it ain't heaven. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is trying to, it's damn near, it's a void. You know what I'm saying? So it's not, it's almost like punishment. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at that, see, the Catholic Church is a motherfucker. Purgatory. So you even in that, you hear purge. You understand? Purgatory. So in that, so I want you to understand exactly what I'm saying. You dealing with some malevolence in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to play no game. You dealing with some malevolence in there. Because these motherfucking souls need you to pray that they could be released and go to heaven. You see? And All Saints Day, All Souls Day, November 1st, November 7th. Now, the day before Halloween, you understand what I'm saying, is Devil's Night. Now, motherfuckers, boy, I remember one year, them niggas in Detroit damn near burnt that motherfucker down. That was back in goddamn 87, I think. Man, they had damn near 900 fires. They damn near burnt that city to the ground. So that just let you know. And I was looking at a documentary, and that's what they was doing, the Caucasoid. So a lot of time niggas take on the practices of these Caucasoids, and they outdo the goddamn beast in some of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You become more malevolent than the beast. So that's when you look at the foundation of something, and at the foundation and the root of that is, a demonic energy. Ain't no cleaning that up, nigga. Your foundation gonna dictate the house that's built on it. You understand what I'm saying? You can't build your house on a wicked foundation and expect that, you're not gonna have the malevolence inside of the house. And you understand what I'm saying? So here you got, all these wicked ass showing you Devil's Night. And then, and the crazy part about it, it'd be a lot of the goddamn Christians that's knocking on the doors and shit, going from goddamn, because you got to understand that they know that the ancient traditions. You understand what I'm saying? They gonna look at that shit a whole lot different. They gonna, they gonna partake in both sides. Even being a Christian, they gonna still partake in Halloween. And I'm gonna show you some shit, as I move into the, showing you the connection between Christianity and Christmas, Christianity too, because the Romans is, with that goddamn Serapis worship. They didn't throw away none of that, that came. They just intertwined it into a new manifestation. But the root of Christianity is Roman and Greek mythology. That's just facts. You see what I'm saying? They didn't give it up. Who gonna give up their ancient traditions? And so even when you're dealing with bats and shit, with the blood suckers, you understand what I'm saying? And you don't look and you think how honest that shit is. And you look and see that the goddamn viruses and shit that's coming across this goddamn planet right now is stemming from these goddamn bats. How ironic is that? You understand what I'm saying? That the virus that's stemming across and motherfuckers got the bat and shit all up, in their windows and shit, this, that, and the third. You understand? Blood suckers. You understand? And that's what they're doing in totality on the planet as a people, sucking the blood out of every goddamn nation, every race. You understand? On the planet, and, you know, especially African people, they done sucked the goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Could clean up out of their skull. They ain't got no mind. You know, these niggas is okay with being the white man nigga. We got to state this, you know, and be clear about it. We got a lot of, you know, niggas out here is happy to be the white man's nigga. You understand what I'm saying? That has not changed. Over here, they smile, they shuck and jive, and they speak highly of the master. You understand? When it's time to speak. You understand? So it has not changed. And so we have to be very careful. Now, this is old Pomona, okay? You see that, you know, she is the goddess. She protected fruit trees and gardens. She is an agricultural goddess responsible for the care and cultivation of fruit trees and orchards. So Pomona, even Pomona, California, was named after this Roman goddess. Okay, and you see, even at Halloween, so if you bobbing for apples and shit, this, that, and the third, that's where that aspect of that practice come from. So all of this is Greco-Roman in totality. And then, like I said, then you got the Catholic expression. You understand what I'm saying? Then you got the Hispanic, that they call it what it is, the Day of the Dead. You understand what I'm saying? They let you know they fucking with the dead. You understand? They don't call it the ancestors or no, the dead. You understand? No, we got to, you know, we ain't dealing with no damn dead. You know what I'm saying? We dealing, our ancestors is, you know, in spirituality, you know, in spiritual energy. You know what I'm saying? So the way they even term that shit is some off, or, you know, some off-brand shit that you should, you know, and when you deal and go in the root, you see the majority of motherfuckers off into that ritualistic practice, you will see, you know what I'm saying? They don't have no problem in, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the malevolent. They love the malevolent. They call on the malevolent. All right, I already did. Well, this is dealing with the Feast of Pomona, which is August 13th, but y'all got to understand that this is not the August where it is right now in you know, when you talk about the sequence of the months, you understand, because they added January and February. March was originally the first month. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, the Feast of Pomona, the goddess of fruit, okay, it speaks as we approach the middle of August, the heat of summer is still on full blast. Gardens bursting with tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, and a whole slew of other crops. Thoughts of the cool, crisp breezes of autumn are beginning to creep into people's minds as they sweat and roast the roiling sun with their air conditioners cranked up to maximum. However, to the ancient Romans, summer had already ended by this point. You see what I'm saying? The ancient Roman seasonal calendar was different from today. To us modern day people, the autumn equinox is in late September. It marks the end of summer and the beginning of autumn. However, to the Romans, the autumn equinox marked the midpoint of autumn. To them, the real beginning of autumn took place in early August. So this is the harvest. You see what I'm saying? This is the harvest. So Samhaim is the harvest. You see what I'm saying? So this correlate, and so this is where you get the bobbing from apples and shit and all of this. All of this shit is European and Caucasoid, and black people ain't got no place in this shit. You understand? We do not venerate our own, and we do it. You know, we give their ancestors and they got all our money, but we don't put nothing back into African culture. You understand what I'm saying? We don't put shit back. We didn't let so much shit collapse, even the bookstores, because a lot of the internet did knock the goddamn bookstores. So a motherfucker got to go on Amazon just to get some goddamn books. If you ain't got no goddamn store, and so, you know, I try to see, you know, black people that's selling, you know, books, and then they own, and motherfuckers is on there robbing motherfuckers from them for them books. I got Ivan Van, I got all of Ivan Van Sertima book. But I don't know. Ivan Van Sertima books must be out of publish. I don't know what's going on with that. They on there selling Ivan Van Sertima book for like $1,000 fucking dollars. Actually over $1,000. You know what I'm saying? They on there selling Ivan Van Sertima books for all up for over. I got all his books on the shelf, but I wouldn't do it like that. You know what I'm saying? And so before let me go down here to show y'all what's going on today. So, do I got that? Let me go down here and see if it's way down here. Here, right here. This is what this turning out. And I got this shit out of a goddamn magazine. You understand how Halloween became the gay Christmas? So when you go out there and you see, you know what I'm saying? And this is in San Francisco, one of the biggest goddamn holidays. And so I don't want nobody, because I got this out of a magazine. I just happen to be looking up the festivals and shit. And I say, goddamn, they don't even have children out there. You understand what I'm saying? San Francisco Gay Halloween Parade. Gay Halloween Parade. So, you actually got the kids might be out there. And if they is, then this is the shit that they see. Even when you go to the Mardi Gras, they got these freakish motherfuckers out there. The Murmurs Parade in goddamn Philadelphia on New Year's Day. So I'm showing you that this is the foundation of all goddamn European holidays. The other shit that's the veil, the little sprinkling of a little Christianity on the top don't mean shit. Up under that shit is Saturnalia. You understand what I'm saying? They dress up in all of them goddamn holidays. They put the Murmurs Day, they dress up. Mardi Gras, they dress up. You understand what I'm saying? That's a veil because they out there doing all type of garbage. And so they don't want people to necessarily know who the fuck they is when they out there. That just show you that it ain't shit that they should probably, that show you that it's some deviant shit. You understand what I'm saying? So you see Halloween is showing its true Greco-Roman roots, a modern day Saturnalia festival. This is Halloween. So don't think that it's supposed to be for the goddamn kids. So imagine you walking around and you knocking on motherfucking doors and shit. Yeah, what type of motherfucker opening up them doors, giving out candy? What's going on? You understand? Is it adults out there that just show you it's a malevolent holiday and you cannot clean it up? Nobody give a fuck about no All Saints Day and nobody even thinking about that shit. And right, this is the day of the living goddamn dead. You understand? The living dead has come to the planet. You see what I'm saying? Halloween, a Trojan horse to allow European culture to invade an unexpected black community. You out there, it's just for the baby. Shut your dumb ass up. This ain't got shit to do with the true root of it has come out. You see what I'm saying? The true root of it has come out. Saturnalia, Mardi Gras, cross dressing. You see what I'm saying? So again, and so this is the root of it all. You understand? I had to put that out there to just let you know they done took it over. And when I went in there and looked at it, I don't want nobody to think that I made that shit up when I said the gay Christmas. That was what was in the goddamn magazine. I wasn't even looking for it. I was looking for, and I just happened to, I said, goddamn, I'm trying to look at the Halloween parades, and then this shit started popping up. And I said, goddamn, because I ain't been to no Halloween parade. They done took the shit over. It belonged to, and it's one of the largest motherfucking parades out there. You understand what I'm saying? It's damn near one, if not the largest Halloween goddamn parade in the goddamn country is in San Francisco. And you be having, they be flying all over to go to that motherfucker. Just like they fly in to go to Mardi Gras. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to wake up today. This is where we spending our money. You understand? With all of this goddamn deviant, malevolent, backward shit. You know what I'm saying? And somebody got to stand up and say something about it. And then 3 days later, after you descend in, after you descend into hell, 3 days later, y'all go and elect the new Antichrist. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can't see that shit, that this shit is all in correlation. At the Day of the Dead, after all this malevolent shit, y'all go and vote for some of these crazy motherfuckers. Damn it, and they is the living dead, because both of them motherfuckers so wrinkled, you know what I'm saying? They, the casket is right there waiting on their ass to go lay down in it. You know what I'm saying? So, family, this is the gauge. And I've always stated, and I'm going to be really hidden, and getting warmed up, in these next couple of months, where you can just, I'm going to have hashtag holiday holocaust. And I'm thinking about having the hashtag holiday niggas. Because ain't no motherfucker, you out there marching and then you take off your revolutionary uniform to go run up in Walmarts and all this shit and spend all your goddamn money. You got to empower African culture, and empower the African family. You understand what I'm saying? And, at best you can and learn ways to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't put everything out there because everything ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? We have to talk things in the bush. You know what I'm saying? Because they thinking we that silly that we up here letting motherfuckers know that y'all time is almost up. We not up here giving out no specifics about nothing. You understand what I'm saying? We speaking to each other to empower one another and let and let family know, yeah, it's time to have these talks. It's time to turn off the computer and have these talks. But when we start talking about liberation, one of the most powerful gauges on where we at as a people is the holidays, and then particularly, the end of October, starting with Halloween and going dealing with Halloween, dealing with Thanksgiving, dealing with Christmas, dealing with New Year's. You understand what I'm saying? Dealing and even but even that area alone, you understand what I'm saying? Because again, most of those holidays in the winter are spiritual holidays. So they not just holiday like the 4th of July. Motherfuckers just getting fucked up. They don't necessarily give a fuck about, the real, what the history, it's Independence Day. Motherfuckers just need a day to get high and drunk and barbecue. That's what niggas need. So, but when you get into the Thanksgiving, you get into the Christmas and all of that, niggas getting ultra spiritual and ultra religious and shit. So right there, that gauge a motherfucker to see economically where he got you and religiously where he got you. And if he know that money because he know how much of them coins he gave your ass. And he gonna judge by how many of them goddamn coins you bring back to him. Black Friday. You understand what I'm saying? And niggas, like I said, gonna be the first motherfuckers at the door, busting through there, trying to give all their coins right back to, and we ain't got nothing. And then you begging for, for some goddamn reparation. Even though it belonged to us, it ain't like we mentally, do we really want it? Because if we did, we'll start with whatever wealth or money we got right now, we'll be trying to keep it to ourselves to empower our own communities. And that's not what we're doing. So I know goddamn well we're not serious, and not all of us, and not the majority of us about no goddamn reparation, because you will start with self-reparations. You will start with that which you can control right now should be dictated right back to the black community, and is not being done. So I don't give a fuck about what no niggas talking about. They not ready. Majority of these niggas love the plantation, want to stay on the plantation, want to continue to wait on the white man and, throw a couple of Scooby snacks out to the crowd of niggas, and whichever nigga can jump the highest to get that motherfucker, that's how it's going to be. You see what I'm saying? So as we come around at this time and say, pray then like this, "O Father in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Holy be thy name." So if Halloween is wickedry and malevolent acts and this, that, and the third, and is holy, that should let you know, man, it's some very serious soul cleansing, spiritual cleansing that got to go on with black people. You know, it must be a total separation from us and those people. It must be total separation. Ain't no in between. And however long it takes to totally make this a reality, we should start today, and we should start with these goddamn religions. And I mean that. And I'm going to end with this, and I'm going to move on, to the next, to deal and show you how close Halloween and Christmas is. Like I say, stick with me. The hashtag holiday holocaust going to be the general's hashtag. So all the videos that I'm going to do in these next 2-3 months, they're going to be heavy because I got a lot of shit in this, and I'm going to be breaking it down. And I promise you, all you had to do is click on that holiday holocaust, and it's going to take you to all the videos that the general is putting out. And I guarantee you, when this shit is done, you're going to see that you've been a fool for a mighty long motherfucking time. You understand what I'm saying? You've been a fool for a mighty, but it's going to be time to wake up. There's no excuse intertwining, and we the gods and goddesses of the planet in some malevolent, demonic, diabolical shit like this. Just no goddamn excuse. Okay? So family, this is the General Sarasun Seti. Fuck with me, KingSeti.com, GeneralSeti.com, and Patreon, General Sarasun Seti. Get your ass on them platforms, nigga, and get your goddamn mind right. This is the General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, wait a minute, let me get back to whole screen. Let me get back to the whole screen. Man, motherfuckers like Seti, man, you got to come and fuck our Christmas up. You gonna come over here and fuck our Thanksgiving up. You know we done already bought that turkey. You know goddamn well we done bought. Y'all motherfuckers already got the turkey in there. Y'all already done bought the goddamn cranberry sauce. Y'all know y'all niggas love that cranberry sauce, don't you? You motherfuckers already got half that shit in the kitchen already. Like, I ain't gonna let Seti fuck my Thanksgiving up. All right, family, this is the General Sarasun Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beast daily, liberation through African education and confrontation. Black Power.